Hello everyone. I am so glad that you could join me again. Well, I have a list of activities that you and I can attempt to accomplish today. Let's see. I want to unbox the grow lights that arrived from Amazon this morning. We need to buy some metal shelving on which to suspend the lights. I think we will buy some seed starting kits as well, since we have the lights and the metal shelving. And we are going to make a lovely little cake as a reward for putting together the metal shelving and the lights. But before we do anything, I want to enjoy one of the breakfast burritos that you and I made together in yesterday's video. Hold on. I'm going to pop this into the microwave. 90 seconds on one side, flip, 90 seconds on the other side. This is so cheesy and delicious and fortifying. It's also energizing. It's giving me the energy to unbox those grow lights. So here are the lights that arrived just this morning. I did a lot of research on grow lights, and these got excellent reviews on Amazon, so I went with them. In years past, I've always relied on basic shop lights or cool white fluorescents, which did work well, but mine are very old, so I wanted to have a new setup. Of course, this is for starting seeds. So this is a set of 6 grow lights. I'm not going to put these together yet because we first need to buy the metal shelving unit. So let's head over to the local job lot. I have had my eyes on this heavy-duty shelving unit for several weeks. The unit measures 4 feet wide, 18 inches deep, and stands 6 feet tall. Although the display price is $129, the unit is currently on sale for $99, and that is a deal I cannot resist. Let's bring this baby home. We are home again, and I am standing in the old north wing of this 200-year-old house. Now, this room 200 years ago was a dairy pantry. Then at some later date, it was turned into a very small kitchen, and not a very nice kitchen at that. But I think it will be the perfect space for our seed starting setup. We are working on setting up the shelving unit, and trust me, I am no Bob the Builder, but I have directions, so I think we can manage this. think the shelving unit is worth more than I paid for it. It's super sturdy, very attractive. I really like it. I think I might buy another one of these to house my Dutch ovens and my Instant Pot and other appliances like that. Onto the lights. These two require some setup. These are the reflectors. Lights, camera, action. They're very bright. You and I will begin to plant seeds under these lights in one of next week's episodes. I'm really looking forward to the project. And just like that, we have a light station for starting seeds. I can also place my African violets and other houseplants under these lights. Now, I will tell you that since I am new to this setup, it took me an hour to put the lights in place. As I said earlier, for a tea time treat and also as a reward for putting together the shelving and the lights for the grow room, I'm going to make a lovely little strawberry cake. So I have my 8 by 4 inch loaf pan here. I just need to lightly grease it. And as extra anti-stick insurance, I'm going to slip a piece of cut-out parchment in the bottom of the pan. The cake batter is super simple to make. All you need is a bowl, a whisk, possibly a spoon. So here's 1 cup or 200 grams of granulated sugar. To the sugar, I'm adding the zest of 1 lemon. Then I want to rub the sugar and the zest together until the sugar and my fingers become very fragrant. Wipe my hands with a damp cloth. Now to the sugar mixture, I'm adding 1 cup or 345 grams of plain yogurt. This is not Greek yogurt, it's just ordinary yogurt from whole milk. 3 large eggs. Whisk. And my oven has preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Now I need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is the extract that you and I made together. And just for fun, I'm going to add a tiny splash of strawberry extract after I take this little cap off. Whisk that in. A 1/4 cup of strawberry jam. A 1/2 cup or 120 mils of a neutral oil. This is avocado oil. And 1½ cups or 190 grams of self-rising flour. Well, I told you this was a simple batter to make. Now pour this into the pan. easy transport to and from the oven, I'm going to put the cake pan on a baking sheet. And into the oven it goes until the cake puffs and is done. That will take 45 to 50 minutes. Going to clean up my workstation, and then I hope you will join me for a little ride to the local nursery. I want to see what plants they have this early in the season. And don't worry, the oven is running, but there's someone else here in the house.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
At the nursery, I found 3 purple and 1 lavender pelargonium. Although it is too early to place these young plants outdoors, they will thrive and bloom under the new plant lights.
7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait.
We are home again, and I am going to put these geraniums, actually they are pelargoniums, on a plant tray. And then we can place these under lights and give them a good watering. While we are waiting for the cake to finish baking, I want to bring you into the music room to show you the flowering quince branches that we clipped last week. Those branches were dormant, but you should see them now. These quince branches burst into crimson and gold bloom about 7 days after you and I clipped them and put them in water. The crabapple branches that looked dead when we clipped them have now produced leaves and flower buds. We will visit the branches again when their flowers open. This cake required a full hour in the oven, and as it baked, the cake filled my kitchen with the welcome aromas of strawberry and lemon. This cake smells just fantastic. I'm going to let it cool on a wire rack for a few minutes, then we can unmold it. Meantime, I want to bring you to the outdoor garden to look for signs of spring. In a bed of Vinca minor near my front porch, the first crocuses have opened their dazzling petals. In In my backyard, the green tips of daffodils are emerging in a bed of pachysandra. This charming clump of purple crocus is blooming in a narrow bed beside the garden shed. In addition to the beauty they contribute, crocus provides an early spring meal for pollinating insects. Meanwhile, in the serpentine garden, Dutch hyacinths are bravely emerging in green beds of Vinca minor. The tiny leaves of alpine strawberries are making an appearance too. I did not plant these strawberries. They simply showed up, and I am happy to have them. In the kitchen garden, the seeds that you and I planted in containers are beginning to germinate. This is very exciting. And in a wooded area at the north end of my property, the Lenten rose is in full bloom. Let's head back to the house. Our tea time treat awaits us. All right, our cake has cooled, so now we can unmold it. Remove the parchment. I'm going to make a very simple lemon glaze for the cake. So I need 1 cup or roughly 120 grams of confectioner's sugar, which you may know as icing sugar, and I want to sift the sugar so we have no lumps. So that's roughly 120 grams. Then I will add some of the juice from the lemon that we zested earlier. I want only enough juice to create a pourable glaze. I already tell I'm going to need the juice of the other half of the lemon. So this is smooth and thick, but it's still quite pourable. So let's pour it on. That was just the right amount of glaze for this cake. Since I'm in a very spring-like mood, I'm going to decorate the cake with some organic rose petals and some lavender blossoms. Now, I bought the lavender and the rose petals on Amazon, and I can link them below. The lavender is from France. The lavender is ridiculously fragrant. Check out the rose petals. Unfortunately, the cake looks so pretty now that I don't want to cut into it, but I will have to get over that feeling. So that the lavender blossoms and the rose petals will last and last, I'm going to vacuum seal them in jars. So much lavender in this bag, I'm going to need 2 jars for it. Vacuum sealing will ensure that the rose petals and the lavender remain fresh and wonderful for a very long time. This vacuum sealer is great for sealing dry goods. I can link it in the description below if you were interested. Going to put these in the pantry, and then I want to brew some tea, and we can enjoy tea and cake in the music room. I think this Darjeeling autumnal tea from Tierra Farm will go very well with our cake. Let's head into the music room. This cake is even better than I had anticipated it would be. It's moist, it's perfectly perfumed, and it is the ideal reward for all of the hard work we accomplished today. Thank you so much for spending time with me today as we built that shelving unit, and we set up the new grow lights, and we purchased some pelargoniums, and we made this exquisite cake. I can put a couple of my other videos at the end of this one that you can enjoy between now and my next upload. Until then, please treat yourself very well, and I will see you in the next episode. Be sure to try this cake, all right? Bye, friends.